after 30 years. I volunteer most difficult path to become a member of POSH committee and labor union wage agreement committee. This is my concepts for high quality mindset development. It's customized by me by the STAR approach. Explain the SPA. It's a safe place for Honda. We are working towards the carbon neutrality and targeting zero emission.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation, and I am esteemed at the World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. We have one such industry leader and veteran on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Tarun Badola. During his committed service at Honda India Power Products Limited since January 1996, he has served as Assistant General Manager of Quality, exhibiting exemplary leadership and expertise in managing various facets of operations. He has led the management of numerous operations, including the setting up of a new plant and 4 assembly lines, and is now looking after global quality operations. By spearheading initiatives for continuous improvement, he has successfully increased profitability and achieved operational excellence. So, Mr. Tarun Badola, our viewers would like to know in brief about your career journey so far.
Yeah, thank you for introducing me already. So, what I suppose that I do not have the most direct path to get where I am here after 30 years. I volunteer most difficult path when the organization need it. And after initial shop floor engineer, I was allocated a ERP project in early 2004, where I not only learned the basic agent of the summary of IT, but also IT protocol. After successful completion of ERP project, I also allocated another project of building constructions, and that is around 20,000 square meter. And that too, a PEB building designed by reputed and passionate architect. And here also, I not only learned the primary knowledge of building design and layouting and construction, but also the budgeting with stretched deadlines and compliances ahead. And after completing the project, I again assigned a production control department where I gained knowledge of industrial engineering and Factory Act compliances. And after 4 years, I got another assignment of looking after the final assembly, product assembly. And that time each needed 3 times capacity expansion. And that too for an advanced country like US, Europe, Australia, Japan. Here, also I engaged in the designing an advanced conveyor, assembly conveyor for built-in quality feature, and that ensured the quality at the top. Here, I also learned a major experience of human engineering. That is a typical word, but many of, I think, viewers can understand it later on, that it is basically working with the new engineers and operators in large numbers. That is around 300 numbers. Meantime, I also continued my educational journey by doing production efficiency expert course from Japan Management Association, JMA. And I also continued a course in the lead auditor course of ISO 9001 and ISO 14001. And then I attended a leadership course from DDI, Thailand, Japan. And after that, I also completed my PG diploma in fire and safety management. It is again a diverse sector. Normally, a few people have gone through this, but actually, what I explained earlier also, it got odd things here. And here, under my leadership, my team got the 3 times global award for quality circles, best quality. And I also become a member of POSH committee and labor union wage agreement committee. And later on, I got opportunity to look after the quality assurance. Here also, I learned about the supplier quality management, global market quality, product certifications, regulations, compliances of global like EPA, CARB, SPF, and domestic. Domestic means like BIS and CPCB. These are the familiar words for our viewers also.
Yeah.
And that include the waste management, means PWM, BWM, and many waste management are there. Also, I worked with the ARI for emission, noise testing, and that time major challenge and learning is still continued for the improving the Indian supplier quality and making them as a global supplier through establishing the quality as their USP. As my 90% experience is with the Japanese company, where I grow with the discipline and quality culture, which realizes my dream to serve the country and human being.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tarun. That's a very extensive experience and very nice to know. And in all of this, what do you regard as your biggest professional achievement and why?
Yes, as shared in my journey, I achieved a lot of milestones as a professional achievement, especially technically and ethically convincing the government bodies of India and other advanced countries, resulting smooth and exponential growth. That too with number one CSI score in US. Maintaining harmonious relationship in the shop floor, which resulted the highest engagement score, not only within the company or I can say in India, but across the Asian countries of our segment. And for this, which is about the means how I done it, like for the engagement score, like it's very normal, but it's really heart-winning things when I talk about the engagement score. So I have introduced my concepts for high quality mindset development. It's customized by me only by the STAR approach. And later on, I can explain when time remains that
Hmm.
it is about the recognizing the associate for his abnormality detection ability.
Hmm.
DJ floor in the shop floor, in the workshop, which cannot be imagined. It is Deming and Duran's floor, where the I created a platform where the associates, especially a high technical associate, can express their know-how in the morning meetings, a very short 10 to 15 minutes only. They are prepared, so they are totally engaged, and it is a productive things.
Hmm.
So for developing the safety mindset, I developed a spa. Then I will explain the spa. It's a safe place for associates,
Hmm.
and where the zero accident is the target.
Oh wow.
And ac- associates get rewarded for informing the potential hazard in this area. If they detect it, if they acknowledge it, if they identified it, they will be recognized. So this is the way why I created such type of platform. And last year, I was recognized as top 10 leaders of the automation in India by a reputed magazine.
Wow, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And it's great to know like you've created a system where there is incentives and there is rewards and which contributes to greater output in the longer run. And in all of this, if I had to ask you, what are some of the learnings that you've taken from your professional life? What would they be?
Again, I will repeat the same words that at each change, I have learned a lot.
Hmm.
As shared over 2.5 decades, I touched the bottom of approximately 10 areas. And so, in gist, I can say that as we move up, our attention to details gives way to a big picture thinking. How likely pointing out the silly mistakes on the micro detailing shows leaders' attention to detail and its leaders' willingness to roll their sleeves and get their hand dirty when need to be. So thinking big pictures tools like DST, etc., give me so much strength to create a bond with. PPT, means people, process, and technology.
Thank you for that. And as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Actually, I'm doing something not only for the nation, but also for the human being. And my experience and willingness makes flyover to avoid the chaos in any situation. So, as a Japanese MNC, we have a strong sense of corporate governance. And this governance has a long list of check sheets and personal conduct, which include the contribution in the CSR also. So, from there, I got an image that ESG is a bigger picture of the corporate governance. So since beginning, Honda is not just fulfilling the compliance, it's a committed too. And that's what I believe that the ESG is a commitment towards society. And Honda, where I am currently, is a company which society wants to exist. So in Honda, we are working towards the carbon neutrality and targeting zero emission. We already have a sustainability at the mid of any future planning. But when I see the Indian companies are well accepting it, means ESG, then it gives me an opportunity to contribute more. And in this moment, I also want to thank the Director Institute for well-structured curriculum that I got a lot of insights being an techno engineer.
And if we have to talk about, Web 3.0, what are some of the changes that you are foreseeing in it with the advent of IoT, AI, blockchain, cloud, everything coming together now? What are the changes that you are seeing that will happen in the future?
Definitely, there will be a great change, or I can say it's a reverse positions. Like if I can say the common trait that unless them is the necessity of the trust, leadership and external stakeholder need to trust the technology that can deliver the value it promises and have its risk addressed, fulfill compliance requirement and align with the corporate values. So, and employees need to have a trust that this technology will not replace them, but instead make them more valuable. So all these things with the IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, and many more in the pipelines. It's not only these things. So the right approach to these can help build the trust with the stakeholders, prioritize key investment, and drive convergence among them. These technologies that can lead exponential values. These are basically, I can say, the gold ornaments
Hmm.
of any business,
Yeah.
which creates a value on every second. And only thing is we should be watchful for security at every moment and authenticity at the time of introduction of the incorporation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, we are building a community of industry magnets, and the move is meant for cross pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiatives taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Havel Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
As mentioned earlier also, I believe it is really a great initiative. It's a right time that the whole society is needed such initiative of knowledge sharing, especially in India and from India. And many times I really surprised that Indian community have so much talented and experienced leaders who lost their real knowledge since long. I praised both Mr. Jishan and Mr. Mehta also with the team for such initiative, and it is indeed a much needed initiative.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tarun, for that. It was fantastic speaking with you, and I'm so confident that all your insights are going to inspire our future leaders. Thank you for joining us today, and I wish you so much best of luck for your future endeavors.
Thank
Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute unquestionably has expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds. Thank you so much for joining us.
thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you so
Have
much.
a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.